Okay, I want to make an attempt to review the Stedemon Z04. This is my version of the Stedemon Z04. I've got the jade color. The big potential issue here is that this thing appears to be made of some kind of resin, and I don't know if it's going to hold up to my spin test. But I'm willing to give it a try to find out. If it flies apart, it flies apart. So what? It's got a big bearing in it. See if I can get this off. Yeah, it's either a 606 or a 688 or something. I'm not sure exactly what it is. But it's a big bearing, and that would likely lead to short spin times. But for completion's sake, I'm going to go ahead and spin this one up and see what we get out of it. In terms of how it feels, well, hold on a second. Let me just play with it a little more here. If I can get the buttons back on. There we go. Yeah, it's not the worst feeling thing in the world. It feels pretty good, actually. But it feels like a very light spinner. It's not a heavy thing at all. So we're not going to expect long spin times on this one, but we'll see what we get. And that's the Stedemon Z04. So I got done testing the Stedemon Z04, and it did not fly apart. This is made of some kind of resin, a plastic, but it seems to be a pretty high quality plastic. It didn't break apart or anything. The button is also made of plastic, and it has that big bearing in it I showed you a little bit while ago. It's clearly not made to spin long, though, unfortunately. It only got an average spin time of 51 seconds, which is really bad. But, you know, you got I gave it an appearance score of 8 and a feel score of 8 because it does feel pretty good. It feels kind of like a titanium spinner or an aluminum spinner. And it's pretty fun to play with. But it's not something that's going to spin long, so it got a bad score, overall score of 4.7, which qualifies it as a yawn. It's not terribly interesting, but I think this is kind of Stedemon's low-end offering, and I don't want to call it a piece of junk because it is kind of fun to play with. It's better than the big ugly spinners that everybody was buying a while back, and I think are pretty much out of style now. But I got on Blade HQ, and they still have them there. Their regular price was $25, and they've got it on sale right now for $9.99. So for $9.99, if you want a cheapo spinner that holds up pretty well and is pretty fun, that's a good way to go. It's better than a lot of the other crap they've got out there right now. So that's that one, the Stedemon Z04. It comes in about at least 6 colors, so you can pick a nice color if you like. And yeah, I kind of like it. It's pretty good.